Hello, welcome back to Got a Problem, Mate. Gap 'em.
You can use the hashtag GAP, M question mark.
You can't put a comma in a hash.
Can.
You can't. Totally no, you can, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, but it's fun.
You can do anything.
But you can. Hello, everybody. I'm Joey Page. I've still maintained my tan from South Africa, and I'm still a very good comedian. Hello, everyone.
Can we see a tan line?
Huh?
Have you not got?
You want me to do my
you were
tan line?
naked the whole time, right? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, no, not for... No, that's getting demonetized.
We're black. We can pixelate that.
Our guest, who we'll get to, knows a lot about YouTube, and I don't think he gets his pubes out.
I don't. I mean, have you watched all of his videos?
I watched quite a few, and I think he's
What's this on your jumper today?
Snoopy.
Snoopy, grow up.
I think our guest is like... I think you're like the evil version of him.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've got some beef with our guest over. I think he's infringing on my copyright, my intellectual face property.
Right.
Yeah. But let's get to that. What, do you want to get to that now?
What?
You already done talking to me? You want to get straight into the guest?
No. I'll talk to you more, I guess. I have to.
Well, what have you got to say? I'm still very perplexed by that. Can I just say my problem from last week is continuing, and I want to talk about that on the show.
Okay.
I haven't had enough people get in touch to say how to deal with it, what's going on, but I feel like our guest today, let's be honest, is a bit smarter than last week's guest, so maybe he'll be able to.
Huh? How are you doing?
I'm great. I've never been better. Never felt better.
Oh dear.
I've had a busy week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Oh, just everything. Kicking and stuff, innit?
Okay.
Yeah.
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 I did a tour sport for Rob Beckett.
Mm-hmm. How's that?
Big boy stuff for me.
How did that go?
I'd hate to say that I was better than him, but I don't actually know if I was. Didn't stay to compare and contrast.
It hasn't happened yet at the time of recording.
Oh, okay. I thought
He's trying to trick you.
I thought we were pretending it's next week.
I'm not having you saying you had a good gig when that.
You said you hate
happen.
it when we tell people that we've blocked recording.
I'm not having
an episode.
you lie.
So what are we supposed to do? You won't let me pretend, but you won't let me tell people that we're recording 3 in a day.
Don't say that.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're trying to keep it fresh.
Well, good to see you.
Good to see you.
What was that?
Let's introduce our guest.
Excuse me.
Now, we've started, it's been a new thing. We've been keeping score of, we both do an intro for the guest, and the guest basically tells us who did the best intro. Now, you've been going first, and I think that's why you're 2-0 up. So, I've never let the guest know what the score is before. I'm trying to put a bit of extra pressure on in the hope that carries me some favour. So, here we go. Our guest today is one of the godfathers of internet lad culture. Wait, let me finish. Don't interrupt me. One of the kingpins.
It's going badly.
One of the kingpins of Soccer AM. He also then went on to start his own production company and has done so many different things on YouTube, all of them thoroughly entertaining. He makes his own beer. He's got a fantastic podcast about pubs. He looks exactly the same as me. It's Robbie Knox.
Yay! Can I speak now? I wasn't sure when they're allowed to speak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's all right. Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm going to do an intro for you now.
Yeah, I don't know whether I need to wait for both intros or whether I can acknowledge the first intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's guest, you might recognize him from a Soccer AM initially. And the thing is, I was quite young when that was on, and I just assumed he was one of the guys coming on having a laugh. And I didn't even think about how he was one of the producers of the show and would have done so much work. Must have been loads of work. And he thought, you know what? When that was all over, he said, I'm not content just retiring like Jack Nicholson.
Neither of these are great.
Shut up. He went online and he's absolutely smashed it. That's how you say it, actually. He went online. He streamed on Twitch, a partnered Twitch streamer, very cool. And
to you, maybe.
Well, I'm partnered. And
no, I'm not. I gave up.
He did it for a bit.
I went back to the real world.
And his YouTube channel is excellent. He had to write 800 odd postcards.
Something like that. Maybe 500. I'm not sure. A lot. Too many.
No, it was more than 500.
I
watched it last night.
Then, I think I just forgot to do something.
Judith Chalmers.
He has delightful stuff on YouTube. Really, really good, like vlog, relaxing videos. He's like, I think Joey Page is like the evil version of him. in a lot of ways. It's quite family friendly, the stuff, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Robbie Knox.
3-0, by the way.
3-0, yeah, okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, man.
Just gave you loads of compliments, and you said I was.
He's
said I was
usually
lad
very
culture,
good.
which is not really a compliment these days.
Well,
is it?
I still think it is. I think, people like me have got to enjoy our content somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might as well be with you.
Yeah. Me and Andrew Tate, the two.
No, not like that. You know what I mean? There are nice lads. I should have said nice lad culture.
Okay, that would.
Intelligent
say
lad
that,
culture.
though.
All right.
You said, lad, people think
All right.
Nuts magazine.
Did you think people think I watch Nuts? Read it.
You do seem like the type.
Yeah, I
who
definitely
would get
did.
hold of old copies
yeah.
on eBay.
I still do. Okay, so I've got a genuine question.
Please.
Is Knox your actual surname?
Yeah.
Is it? That's such an unusual surname. Where's it come
Scottish.
from? Is it?
Yes. My family are all from Scotland.
Can you name any other surnames with an X in them?
Xavier.
It's first name. Okay. It was just something I thought.
can't.
How are you anyway?
Xavi.
Yeah.
Can I tell you that I came across an article last night when I wanted to do a bit of research on you, and I found this. You might have seen this before. 7 things you didn't know about Robbie Knox. Have you seen this?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so number one is
What the hell is this on?
Yes. Oh my god, man! It's on Hard Rock Media, and I can barely look.
That
at
sounds
the
like a
page
porn
because
site.
of adverts. I can barely look
Wow.
at it. Right. When was Robbie Knox born? Okay, we got that. Okay, I'll read you. Robbie Knox was born on April 12th, 1977 in England, United Kingdom. He grew
True.
up in England.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah,
True?
true.
Yeah.
Starting his elementary education and later his secondary, where he was staying with his family and siblings.
This has
I've
been
only
written
got
by
one
AI.
sibling, so that's multiple siblings is wrong.
These are good, right?
This is written by AI, I reckon.
Maybe
Where he
it
was in
is,
his
man.
secondary
Maybe it
education.
is.
Yeah. Say anything that I did education. I have been educated.
This is how it says it. Number 4, who is Robbie Knox's wife? Robbie Knox is not married, but the YouTuber has, however, been in different relationships, which he keeps private.
Well, not anymore, thanks to this article.
I am married.
No, I know you talk about it on your thing.
So yeah, that's a lie.
Let me see. Okay, question 5 is good. Is Robbie Knox Scottish? The answer is Robbie Knox is born in England, United Kingdom, where he was born, raised by his parents in England.
Okay, yeah, that is true, but not really yeah. My family is Scottish, so.
What is Robbie Knox's net worth? It says has an estimated net worth of US $1 million.
I would be shocked if that was the case.
It's
Bilal, what's
Was
your
there a
net worth?
minus before that?
No, but it's exactly 1 million.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really know what the exchange rate is, but I suspect it's
very
not 1 million to
impressive.
1.
Yeah, what kind of dollars are we talking?
It's impressive that you
Australian.
kept it to 1 million exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
What's your net worth?
£40?
Oh no, let's have a look. Let's see if it's happening.
I don't think I have
when
one
I-
of those.
If I get any more money than $1 million, I throw it away, and if I go below, I make sure I work extra hard to get that $1 million back.
You're like the financial version of the film Speed.
yeah, exactly.
Are you looking up my net worth?
Yes.
I don't think I have one of those.
Well,
Well,
let's
mine's not
find
real, so.
out. Is estimated between $1 and $10 million.
It's somewhere between. that.
Not $1 and $10 million. 1 million and 10 million.
Yeah.
I didn't know I had one of these.
When I was looking into you, it said people also searched for Joe Wilkinson, which people say you look like him.
So
whatever.
my fact, what I was going to say, you were the first person who ever told me I looked like Joe Wilkinson, and when we were in the pub, you phoned up Joe.
That was when you had a beard though as well.
Yeah. And so I had a beard, and it was before Joe was on TV and stuff like that. She said, "You know my mate Joe." I was like, "Okay." And then after that, I went to a couple of comedy gigs, and the comedians on stage would say, "All right, Joe,"
Yeah.
and I go, "Oh, I'm not Joe,"
Yeah,
but because of you, I knew who they were talking about, and then they sort of laugh and think, "Oh, Joe's doing a bit,"
Yeah.
And
Which
I'd
is what
go-
he would do.
and I would go, "No, I'm." You think?
But you also
and I'd
sounded
had a
like him.
conversation twice. I had a conversation with the comedian during the gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got similar voices.
Yeah.
So, but having said that, I think that's probably me phoning Joe Wilkinson to say you look like Joe Wilkinson is probably the last time I spoke to Joe Wilkinson on the phone.
Oh, was
I
it?
don't know his number, so I feel like that probably ended our friendship. People also search for Charlotte Church.
Okay.
Anything?
I told Charlotte Church the Pope had died.
Okay.
When I was at Soccer AM. We had Gavin Henson on, the rugby player who's a
Because her
boyfriend.
surname's Church.
No.
What's the logic behind that?
Because we had Gavin Henson on, and he was her boyfriend, and they'd only started going out recently. So he'd suddenly become like really famous. And he came on Soccer AM and we went out drinking afterwards, and we ended up going to like the kind of clubs that the one time ever in my life I've been to the kind of clubs that famous people go to in central London.
I can get you in the Groucho if you want to go.
I'm a member.
Okay, so you do go.
Yeah, but I'm talking about I'm talking about nightclub clubs. I'm talking about the sort of
like
where
Tramp,
footballers go.
that's
like Tramp nightclub where Prince Andrew didn't sweat.
Yeah, I don't not like that.
Not that one.
I think the ones that like I don't know what any of them are.
Like that one that Fred West went to.
The ones that whatever the modern version of the Met Bar is. Do you remember the Met Bar? That was like a thing in like 2000. But it's these sort of. It's not. I didn't go there. It's the sort of like ones that footballers go to. Do you know what I mean? That sort of. Place.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went to those and went out drinking. And there's a picture. There was a picture of me in the paper on a rickshaw, like on the Monday afterwards, in like the gossip things with Gavin Henson. But and that photo. Since then, every now and then for a few years, when there's a story about Gavin Henson's marriage in trouble because of his partying with his friends, and it'd bring out this picture of me in the rickshaw. I met the bloke once, like 6
and
years
you're always
ago,
out on the lash.
and they were blaming me for his marriage.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I've got a friend like that who always blames me for nights out, and I'm like, you're the one who buys the shots. It's nothing to do with me. And then they're like, and also because I talk about this quite a lot on the podcast, because basically my marriage ended. Right, my mates still go. Yeah, I've got to go because Joey's in a bit of a bad way, so I need to go out with him tonight. But actually, they're just using me as an excuse to get out of the house. I'm fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should use that.
I'm fine. Anyway.
Yeah, I thought you were fine from the way you mention it all the time in the pod.
I'm doing it for comic.
Also, how everyone finds it very believable that he'd be in a bad way.
Yeah. Everyone's
question.
wives are like, yeah, that absolutely sounds like him.
Absolutely rings true.
Yeah.
But to finish off, so we went to some nightclub at the end of the night. Been drinking for about 14 hours. It was like 2 a.m. And I looked at my phone and I was sat between Gavin Henson and Charlotte Church. I'd never met before or since. Oh. And I told Gavin Henson, I looked at my phone and said, the Pope's died. And he said, I'm not religious, mate. Tell Charlotte. I was like, oh, shit, this is escalated. I don't want to do that. But I just sort of turned around to her and just tapped her on the shoulder and went, hello, Charlotte. I'm afraid to tell you the Pope has died. She went, oh. And that kind of, honestly, that soured the voice of an angel for me because my lack of compassion for the pontiff.
Oh.
Who else? Jack Mate, Standard, obviously. Yep. You work with him, good pal yours. Soccer AM, obviously.
Yep.
Tim Lovejoy, obviously. Helen Chamberlain, obviously. Alfie Indra.
He also does happy hour stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
And Preston Bus and Coach Station.
I think I've once, when was this? I've once mentioned that I like. I mean, I do. Have you seen Preston Coach Station?
I've been to Preston, or as it's known amongst comedians, the Preston.
Oh, did you get the bus?
I've gigged in Preston.
Look at the bus station. It's actually unreal. Yeah, I mean, I think I've mentioned that once ever, so God knows why.
Well, now twice. So now it's been linked back in.
It's just gonna.
Preston Bus and Coach Station have actually asked us to ask you to get it further up the Google.
Okay, good. But I'm telling you, if you think whatever you think of it's going to be like, it's better.
Okay.
Did you look it up?
No, I'm going to do it right now.
I can't wait for this.
So
why did you get a coach to Preston?
I've never been. I've just seen pictures of it.
Oh,
I'd literally have just mentioned once that it's a good coach station or
there
bus
used
station.
to be the Preston Frog and Bucket, no longer there.
Oh, sad
I
scenes.
do that sometimes. Yeah,
it wasn't great. Okay,
Preston bus station.
Images.
You got it.
I'm so slow. Whoa, that's
know,
like
right?
the best building anywhere.
It's up there, isn't it?
It's good.
How good's that?
It's nearly as good as my laptop is dirty.
Look how big it is.
Have you not thought of doing a vlog there?
Well, yeah, I might do.
No one wants to go there, though, do they? All due disrespect to anybody watching and enjoying the show from Preston.
Why? Why does he do these things?
What?
To be fair, you can use the bus station to get out of Preston if you don't like Preston.
Oh yeah, but if you're coming in and you go there, you come into there.
Yeah.
How high are expectations?
Yeah, you're like,
so high.
This place is unreal.
Can't be matched.
I've never been to Preston, so I
No
can't
amount
comment.
No amount of buckets of Desperado in the walkabout are going to be able to...
It's a quiet town.
Okay, so it's now time for Vet the Guest. Basically,
right.
Bilal likes to vet the guests to make sure that you're going to be good value on the podcast.
Understood.
We have had some quite big comedians come on here, and we've not been able to put the episodes out because they didn't pass the test.
I heard about Harry Hill.
He
Frankie
got
Boyle.
very angry at Joey.
Did he?
He slapped you, didn't he?
I hear Billy Connolly got a bit annoyed.
Yeah. He really.
They always hit Joey in the face.
That's why I look like
Yeah.
this. That's why I look so sad. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so
Smacks of somebody that
5
hasn't had any
questions.
questions
No,
to
I
me.
have them. 5 questions.
Yep.
Please answer honestly because we can tell.
I've never lied.
And
no.
also do a good job because this is our 50th episode. We'd hate to not be able to put one out.
Yeah,
on our
also
50th.
do a
Okay.
good job.
I do my best. Yeah, I think I'll be honest. I think I'm an excellent guest on podcasts. I think I really try.
Yeah.
I'm honest. I will do my very best. I promise you that.
You were on, I listened to one yesterday that you were on, and you said you saw 2 badgers. And
Okay, I'm not always a brilliant guest. Sometimes I talk about
I
badgers.
saw one badger in Hastings,
Okay.
and I couldn't believe it. I want to know where you saw these badgers, please.
I think I saw the badgers in Kent. Oh no! I saw one badger in Kent. I think I might have seen one badger down towards like Glastonbury way.
But you said you saw them both at the same time.
Oh God,
Or
I
one
can't
shortly
remember.
after the other.
Maybe I've. It's definitely in the south. It wasn't in Norwich. I've only ever seen hedgehogs in Norfolk.
I've never seen one in the wild.
I've seen 2 in the wild. One in Norwich and one in Wales next to the sea, which is in North Norfolk.
That isn't one of the questions. But
I know, but can I have that because I can't
yeah,
remember
yeah,
the badger
it's good.
fact? Can I have that instead?
Of course.
You know, you just brought up Glastonbury in there
Yeah.
right now. Have you ever done one of these things where you think you've come up with an idea and you've put it up on Instagram or something and the hashtag already exists?
Oh, all
and
the
you're
time,
crushed,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So driving to Glastonbury, there was loads of like
You thought I
pig
might have a
farms.
festival here.
Yeah. There's loads of pig farms that look like Pig Glastonbury. So I took a picture, put hashtag pig already.
Oh, most things are already done, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just do it
Have
better.
you heard loads of people doing podcasts now, apparently?
Nah, that's the first one, I think.
So anyway, 5 questions. Question 1. What are you cooking these days?
This morning I cooked sausages.
Yeah.
That's not very extravagant. I got 2 books of sort of Middle Eastern cooking around Christmas time. So a lot of baba ganoush,
Yeah.
Oh.
a lot of hummus.
I saw your
like a
video
baba.
where you did the Egyptian food for the Champions League
Oh
final.
yeah, I forgot about that.
It
The
looked
thing is, I
good.
do things and then I just forget. But then there is a video trailer.
There's
of things.
proof. Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite good. Yeah, yeah, a lot of that. I also got this book called The Silver Spoon. It's like this apparently this definitive book of Italian cooking, and it's got over like 1,000 pages and every possible recipe ever. And you know how you think, God, how is it that Italian chefs make even like a sort of dry pasta dish amazing? It's just literally oil and salt. Every recipe starts, get 6 tablespoons of oil, get
Yeah.
half a ton of salt, put it in a pan.
And that's what makes your hair so glossy.
It is, yeah.
Question number 2. Who's the best Muppet?
Great question.
I don't even know many of them.
Yeah, but I can't say Kermit because that's too obvious, isn't
Gonzo.
it? That's like you saying who's the best
Gonzo.
band, and me just only can think
Beatles.
of the Beatles. Yeah. I know. I'm really worried now that I'm going to confuse my Muppets with my Sesame Streets.
I think that's fine.
It's all right. Go for it.
They're made by the same people.
Yeah, but I don't know. That makes it all right. I like the one that lives in the bin. What's his name?
Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the
Yeah.
Grouch. Isn't he
Sesame.
Sesame Street?
Okay, that's the episode over. Sorry,
Think
you
of-
failed.
I'll go Kermit then.
Okay,
Good
that's
answer.
fine.
That's so fun.
Question 3. Have you seen Fashion News Football Challenge?
No.
It was on Bravo.
Is it
He had
good?
he had to manage a Sunday League team.
Oh, just ages ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
2003, 2004.
Yeah, I did remember that. Yeah. He came on Soccer Aim at that time.
Did he?
And I said to him, "Hi, John." He goes, "Call me Fash."
Call me
Was
Fash.
he nice?
Hello, Fash. He was lovely. Yeah.
He is. I'm watching that show. I do like a watch along on Twitch now. It's
Yeah.
all on YouTube. It's amazing. He's like a comedy character. It's incredible. And there's a lot of like lad
Yeah.
culture around the time. There's a lot
Yeah.
of like page 3 girls. And if you're man of the match, you go on a date with Lucy Pinder. And that's what it is.
That's so
It's
2003.
incredible.
I'll play.
And the man of the match has to accompany Fash to the Loaded Magazine Awards.
All right.
It's amazing.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love
Question-
something that's so of the time. Do you know what I mean? It's brilliant.
It's like a time capsule. It's crazy. Question number 4. Have you ever manifested anything?
This
Be on a podcast.
with my twin.
I'm not convinced. This is going to sound a little bit narcissistic. I'm not convinced that anyone else exists.
What-
Like,
what-
I think I might be the only person and everything's in my head. Because you know when sometimes something happens, you think, I thought that was going to happen. I sort of wonder whether I'm the only person. Is that mental? You look at me like it's mental.
No,
You're the only
I
person?
sometimes see people and be like, I've seen you before. Like obviously they've run out of extras. I know that like Truman Show
Yeah.
thing, but it's like they've run out of faces.
But I'm not sure that life is real. Like it just seems a lot of it seems like kind of lots of things have been quite fun, and it just seems unrealistic. Like that around, we did a tour for Happy Hour podcast, and we did a show like at Shepherd's Bush Empire, and I was thinking, this doesn't seem realistic. That just randomly, when I'm 45 years old, I'll be playing Shepherd's Bush Empire.
I totally agree.
It just seems made up. I play football at Wembley. Like these. Yeah. Like that's just.
It's
just unrealistic.
I have these things where I'm like, oh, I'll just be like mad things will happen on a night out, and it'll be like, oh no, all of a sudden I'm friends with like quite a famous musician because I just bumped into them and it's like got a chat and it's like, oh, all right. You're like, this shouldn't be happening all the time.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure that.
Is that like imposter syndrome?
No, I think it's the opposite. It's
everyone else is an imposter.
It's imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I'm just not convinced that I'm not imagining everything, and this reality isn't real. That's quite deep, isn't it?
That's good.
So, have you manifested anything? You feel like you have?
All of it.
I don't know. I don't think I've thought something and it's just happened. But I think if you do work towards something, then you have more chance of getting that thing. So yeah, I guess so.
I wrote this quite late last night. But question
Play on.
5 is...
Play on.
Sure. Final question is... God. If you were Vladimir Putin, would you also poison everyone, allegedly?
It's hard to tell. Because if I'm Vladimir Putin, then I'm also... Have I got like his views, or am I just me in his job?
Wouldn't it be quite nice?
Because I presume if I was Vladimir Putin, I'd do what Vladimir Putin's doing, because that would be my outlook on the world.
He doesn't exist, remember. It's only you.
Yeah. So if I was... It's not unrealistic that I will become Vladimir Putin at some point. So
it's going that way.
It is going that way. So if I was me in Vladimir Putin's role, I wouldn't poison hardly anyone. But if I was actual Vladimir Putin, I'd probably just do what I was doing now. Because
allegedly.
I'd be him, allegedly.
Oh, you know that we're like pretending that we didn't record this today and it's next week. I'm going to try manifesting something now for next week. Thanks to everyone that came to my show at the Leicester Comedy Festival. It was amazing.
Is that how it works?
Is that how it works? I don't know.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
I think it's fine to let people know that you don't. I don't think people think podcasts are live when they put them on.
Oh, don't they?
Robbie Knox, congratulations. You scored 3,000 on Vet the Guest.
Is that good?
Incredibly high.
It's just scraped through.
Okay, phew. So incredibly high, but also just scraped through.
The bar is really high. That's why.
Is there a prize beyond that?
No, you just have to stay. It's a punishment, and you got to stay for like another 35
however
minutes.
long it is. Yeah. Well, thank you. That was lovely.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for asking me those questions. Most of which I understood.
So we obviously this podcast doesn't exist if we don't talk about each other's problems.
Yep.
I've got problems. Our listeners have got problems. Bilal's got a problem. What one would you like to hear first, Robbie?
I'd like to hear your listeners' problems.
Is that
an option?
Okay, yeah. This is an absolute belter. This is from Pete. It says, me and my friend have been friends for 20 years. I'm 40 and he's 38. We worked together as engineers. Last year, he got made redundant and he split up with his partner and wasn't able to pay his rent. So I agreed to lend him $1,000. We set up a payment plan of £30 a month until it was paid off. Now, because of the cost of living crisis, he's saying he's too skint to pay. When I protested, he said that he didn't have the cash, but offered me all of his DVDs and games, which he claims are worth £700. Now we are not speaking. I don't want to take legal measures. What can I do?
If you've been to a second-hand shop, you will know, or a charity shop, you'll know how many DVDs that would need to be worth £700.
And he should be selling them and giving him the money
on musicmagpie.com.
Yeah. Is that a brand deal?
It might be. My brand deal.
What is... Oh, no, we don't.
I'm
trying to get sponsored by Hill.
I
don't
like it the way, you got to do it the way Stephen Bartlett does it, like when there's someone just
guys,
telling some story.
Of your time?
Yeah, because there's no warning. It's an ad read. So we sit there talking to some guests, and the guest will go, and then I reached out for my daughter's hand, but she slipped under the water, and that was the last time I ever saw her. And he'll go, the other day, my girlfriend came downstairs to tell me about the great new taste of pomegranate flavoured Huel. And you're like, oh God, it's an ad read. There's no warning.
Yeah,
that is
Buster Rhymes on there.
Yeah.
Talking about how I nearly died in his sleep. It's like, the cinnamon swirl would not make me fall asleep. Keep me awake all night long. But not in a bad way. But if you do want to sponsor us, because you travel around a lot for work, right?
Yeah.
It does sound like an ad read now.
Well, I'm here now,
Do you struggle, before we get back to this, do you struggle to like eat and find like good food on the road, right? And I'm only bringing this up because I saw a thing about... I was on the tube and in the Sun newspaper on like the front page, it's like, who the hell are these sickos? Just weeks after admitting they dunk Jaffa cakes in their tea, 13% of wrong-uns reveal that they pour tea and coffee on their cornflakes. What?
So what was the question? Do I find it hard to get food or do I pour
No,
tea and coffee?
but it's like, do you have like weird meals on the road? Because like, I'll find myself in like a WH Smith's at 2 a.m.
Yeah, 90% of the time I go somewhere, I go to London and I go on the Greater Anglia train to London Liverpool Street, and right opposite there's a Jamaican patty shop that's amazing. So most of the time I just eat those.
Okay.
When we were on Happy Hour tour, it is quite hard to get healthy food, but it does make you feel good when you do have something that's healthy. I didn't really realise until relatively recently in my life that if you eat stuff that's good, you feel better.
I'm starting to get that way because it's like, I can't continue with all these crisps.
Yeah, I don't really eat crisps much, but I will have a pastry product a lot of the time.
Chocolate, into that?
Rarely, but because I was coming here today and I'm always really early to things. I don't like being late.
Yeah, I'm like that.
And I was going to be an hour early.
And we were late and we were already here.
Yeah, true. Good point. I was going to get the 11 o'clock train, and then my wife asked me to put some stuff in the garage, so I didn't really passive aggressively, which meant I missed the 11 o'clock train. But I thought that's fine because I'm always really early, so I'll get the 11:30 train, which would still get me in half an hour.
Can I ask you
early.
what you had to put in the garage?
I had to put in a suitcase and some skiing stuff and other stuff that, admittedly, I have brought out and put in the living room. But the cleaner's coming today because I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
But then when you've got a cleaner coming, you have to do more work than actually just cleaning your house.
because you don't want them to think that you're an absolute pig.
Yeah.
But I don't...
And our cleaner tells people about stuff. Our cleaner cleans for lots of people that we know, and they're always going, do you know this person's doing this? I'm thinking, what are they telling something about us?
Oh, really?
Apparently, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So that's why I had to do this. So I did that, and I thought, well, I'll get the 11:30 train because that still gives me a half an hour early. But then there wasn't a 11:30 train. So I'm like, I'm going to get in 2 minutes late. I was so annoyed I went to Morrison's and bought an Easter egg and ate the Easter egg. But I never normally buy chocolate. But I thought, do you know what?
Big
I'm
Easter egg
angry.
lunch.
Which one?
It was a £1.50 Cadbury's button one. It was quite small.
Yeah.
I thought that's doable.
Did it have a bag of buttons? Or
No,
were
they were raw. They were loose.
Oh,
They were raw dog.
Fantastic.
Raw dog buttons. Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man.
It was. Yeah, I mean, it was. But I was eating that thinking, brilliant being a grown up, innit? Because you can just do what you like. If my kids say, can I just get an Easter egg and eat it? I go, no.
Because I live on my own.
Yeah.
Right. I've got nobody checking me in. Like, I went to the Tottenham game with my dad. We shared a pizza, right?
Yeah.
And then I had a couple of pints. And then on the way home last night, I walked past Domino's and they had like, it's like they've got some like deal on this week.
Yeah.
Where it's really cheap. And I was like, yesterday I did this workshop thing, right? And it's quite stressful, but it went really well. So I was like, I'm gonna, treat myself. I was like, I'm gonna get. Oh, you can't have 2 pizzas in a day. That's mad. And I didn't. But it's like it's quite hard to check yourself.
Yeah. The other
As an adult.
a few months ago, I had a fab lolly at 6 a.m. Just woke up, thought might get a fab. I thought I could do it. No one's going to stop. Literally, no one can stop me.
And we found out last week on the podcast, an hour ago, that Bilal is putting harissa paste on everything.
Yeah, man.
Rose harissa or
stuff.
just straight normal harissa?
Just the normal stuff. Rose harissa.
Yeah, that's the thing now I found out.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you get an Ottolenghi book and every recipe is something weird you've never heard of.
Oh my God.
And then you end
Your
up with,
cleaner keeps telling us about that.
yeah. Well, yeah. So you end up with just loads of like tubs of stuff in the fridge from 2 years ago with 1 spoon of harissa.
Yeah, that's
harissa.
the problem.
I don't know what the difference is.
Do you have all the shops near you that sells like those weird ingredients?
Shops near you.
So
all the shops.
Yeah, I have one shop near me. There's basically where I live in Norwich. There's one. It's like it's a nice area, but there's only one road in and out, which is quite good because it means you get no through traffic. The roads are quite safe for kids and that. But on the corner of this road that you have to go past is a Waitrose. So when I moved in, I thought, well, I'm obviously never going to go to Waitrose because it's expensive. I'll go to the supermarket. But every time you got to go to a supermarket, you've got to drive past the Waitrose.
Yeah.
And if you're like, I only need a few things.
Yeah. And then you're like, what's this costing me in petrol to drive to the other one?
Yeah, you think that. But then you go in and then you find out you should have just driven to the other one.
Yeah.
So I go to Waitrose more than I thought I would. But Waitrose has most of the stuff that's in those sort of cookbooks.
What was the listener's problem? Did we
Oh,
do
yeah.
it?
So we're talking about. So a guy's tried to offer.
That was ages ago.
Sorry, Pete. Yeah, I got sidetracked. Pete says that basically his friends tried to offer him £700 worth of games and DVDs
yeah.
instead of paying back the grand that he owes him.
£30 a month. Come on.
I think if you're lending money to friends and family, you should assume you're never going to get it back.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it or say no.
I lent, and this is quite a long time ago, and I was quite young, so it felt like a lot of money to me.
Yeah.
I lent a friend £200. He never got it back, so I didn't invite him to my wedding, and we're not friends anymore.
Whoa.
Okay, so be careful.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how I think you've got to assume. If I ever lend anyone money, I was like, I'm probably never going to get that back, and then just assume it's a.
I mean, you do get it
It's
back.
like they're both a bit weird. He's a bit weird for doing even agreeing to do give me £30 a month is a bit weird.
Yeah,
and then-
it's going to take him a long time to
And then wanting it back, and then his mate being like, all of my DVDs and video, like, what are they, like PS2 games?
Yeah.
It could be
Come
like it could be like really rare porn.
What does that mean?
Like, what do you mean really rare?
I don't know.
Like involving Jesus or something like really historically important.
Oh, like, I don't know, niche or I don't know, but then that's worth something, is it not? I don't know.
You're disgusting, Joe Page. You
What,
sick
you don't
man.
have porn DVDs anymore?
I don't think
No,
anyone does.
obviously not. Okay, so
I did get like a couple of porn DVDs in the brief time when that was a thing.
I'm back in the day.
And this
but
would
not
have been,
now.
I tell you when this was about 2002. But I remember getting one and thinking, okay, popping it on, and it was American made. And right at the beginning, it had, you know, that picture of the Americans holding the flag that came up, and it said, "Never forget 9/11." I was like, can I forget it for 10 minutes? Can I not think about it for 10 minutes, please? 5 minutes.
10, 3.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I was like, wow, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, I think we've dealt with Pete's problem. You're not getting it back, sorry. But so maybe just take the DVDs. You don't know what's in there.
If you're not getting the money back, you might as well take the DVDs and games. It depends. Either just
What if it's a test? What if, the friend is testing to see how good a friend he is, and actually, like, you know, like the bear when they open up all the cans of tomato and there's money in there.
Have you seen it?
I'm
You
about
have to
halfway
have-
through it, but I've not got to that bit.
That's the spoiler. That's the twist at the end.
To be honest, I'm not massively enjoying it, so I might have been spoiled.
So, what if he opens up the DVDs and he's filled them with cash for being a good friend?
Americans are brilliant, aren't they? Not for that, but for the DVD thing.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
I love the enthusiasm of Americans. I went to America. I was in Washington, doing a little road trip from Boston to New Orleans in 2005 with a couple of friends. We were in Washington for like July 4th fireworks. And it was not long after 9/11, so there was a lot of security around. You're going into the sort of park, I don't know what it's called, where all the like Lincoln Memorial thing and everything is in. We're going in there and they were searching everyone. And in Britain, people would be like, oh, for God's sake, with the police. The policeman searched the guy's bag in front and the guy just tapped on the shoulder and went, hey, man, thanks for keeping us safe. And in Britain, people would go, "Oh my God, any bombs, dickheads!" But no, there it was. They loved it. I love that about them. I love how
That's really
Yeah, and
funny.
it's always
enthusiastic
like
they
if
are.
they see somebody like in their like army uniform or whatever, they go,
Yeah.
"Thanks for your service." Whereas if we see that, we're like, "Please don't trash our Weatherspoons." So, we've dealt with Pete's problem.
Get to your problem.
Well,
Or-
mine's twofold really. One is more of a general problem. It's actually my dad's problem.
is that loud?
Well, yeah. But
Okay.
I also,
It's your podcast,
I
isn't
also
it?
want to cover last week's problem. So last week,
Yep.
I was at my girlfriend's flat
Mhm.
and somebody who lives upstairs was making a lot of banging noise and it sounded like stomping around, right?
Right.
And you think, is that hoovering? What is it? Are they doing exercise? It went on for like 20 minutes. Now it's gone on for an hour. And I think it was a long exercise class if they're doing exercise.
Yeah.
Sometimes louder, sometimes softer in different parts of the ceiling, but sometimes really loud. And I was like, I don't know. So I messaged my girlfriend. I was like, am I all right to go up? Because I'm trying to concentrate on my work
What time is this?
like 2 in the afternoon.
Right.
So I was like, can I go up there and just like be like, is everything all right? Like, I'm trying to, but it's been going on for like an hour. Is it going to be going on for a long time? Is I'll go and work somewhere else? Like, and I knocked, and this quite nondescript, quite small woman opened the door, and I was like, hi. And then I was thinking, I've got the wrong flat, right? Because there's 2 flats up there. So I'm thinking, but that was the one that geographically made sense. So I said, I'm sorry, I don't know if it's you, but there's like been like quite a lot of banging going on. And she went, oh, sorry, I was just really upset. I went, okay. I went, but maybe it's not, maybe that's not, explains it because it's been going on for like an hour. And she went, yeah, that was probably me. I'll try and be a bit quieter. And then she shut the door. What is going on? And then it continued for about another half an hour. And then it stopped. And then at night, at about 9 o'clock, it started again for another 2 hours.
I think you check she's all right. Like, go and see her or drop something off.
Drop what off?
That sounds a bit like you're trying to have sex with her. You can't do that.
I don't know. No, I don't want to. I don't want to befriend her.
No, you're not befriending her.
No,
You're just checking she's all right.
Like,
why don't you want her to talk to you?
Because I feel like if she's angry all the time,
Might not be angry all the time. You don't know what's happened.
Yeah, and I was saying it might be a good release for her to get that anger out.
Yeah, it might be, and you don't know. So just
so
drop something round. Something else.
Right.
Bake her a loaf of bread and write a little note. Say, hey, sorry, you're angry or sad or whatever it was.
Can I
Here's
put a
some
different
bread.
flat number on it? From
if you want, but
3.
But that might cause more problems because then if she asks flat 3 and they say that wasn't me, she's going to get more, and that's going to be more banging.
That's really scary.
Yeah.
If you're being left mystery bread and you don't know where it's from.
I just put love the residents.
That will do. That's all right because that is 2 residents, you and your girlfriend.
Well, I don't live there. It's not really my problem. But
okay, residents, and then do an asterisk and write really small at the bottom. One of us doesn't actually live here.
But also, it's like, I don't want her to turn on us.
I don't think she'll turn on you if you give her some bread and write her a nice note.
Do you see what I mean?
What?
When I say that
I'm the
you're
evil
like
version of Robbie.
version,
Yeah.
I just genuinely don't know what's. I'd love to know what's going on.
Well,
like,
if you really want to know,
I'm too
give
scared.
her a present or be nice to her, and you'll probably find out that way. You're not going to find out by just telling us, unless she listens to the podcast.
I don't think she knows my name. I hope not.
Maybe she listens to the podcast and doesn't know your name and doesn't put the face to the name.
I'm interested.
Maybe she thinks, someone else like me is stomping around getting their anger out.
And she's going to do it more now because she goes, well, that must be normal. I'll just carry on.
Interested to see if you can help us with that.
Please help us with
gotaproblemmate@gmail.com. I'd like to hear what people's theories and views are. But yeah, I think you're right. Give her some bread.
Oh, and also
It doesn't have to be bread, but bread is a good.
Bread.
Yeah.
You don't want to go. You don't need to look romantic. You want it to look just like a nice thing. Bread's a nice thing.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to make it though. You can't give it a hovis.
I'm 100% going to ignore that advice. I think I'm too scared.
All right.
I don't know.
That's on you.
Yeah. But well done for being nice.
Thank you.
Oh, but what if something terrible?
What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know.
I think it's going to be okay.
It's troubling.
not
and the
that bad.
pigeons. Do you know how to get rid of pigeons?
Uh,
My balcony.
Call a pigeon guy. I used to have a good rat guy. I might do pigeons. I don't know.
Okay. I'll look into
I
it.
think it's netting you want.
I don't want netting over my balcony.
You might have to have netting.
Might have to have, well,
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next thing is, why does corned beef still come in a tin with a key? My dad wants to know this.
Oh right.
And he got some corn. Do you have a lot of corned beef hash or corned beef egg and chips?
No.
No, Bilal? No.
Whenever I buy corned beef, I buy it by the slice in
Right.
Waitrose.
Yeah.
No, I buy slice in the fresh food section. I
Yeah.
don't really have canned corned beef those days. Or I did a lot when I was younger. I think corned beef is probably targeted. Tins of corned beef are probably targeted at the older market who are used to the key.
But no
It's a nice
other,
tradition, right?
no other form of food comes in a square tin with a key.
Is that true? Can you
Yeah.
not get anything else with a
You
key?
used to get like pies in a tin with a key.
Right.
Jeez.
But the problem is, corned beef came in the shopping The key wasn't there.
Oh.
My dad had to open it with pliers, and it's about time.
Sorry.
It's about time that this stopped. Surely that can't be good for health and safety.
Yeah, I think
like little shards of metal.
How does it work? Is the key it's just in there?
No, shall I show you? I mean,
you
I'm not
turn
going to
it
show you.
sort of on the side. You sort
I
of
knew
turn
you
it,
wouldn't
don't
know
you?
about this, Bilal.
Man, why would I know about this?
Let's find a little video for you.
When I was a kid, I used to love PK, which is like tinned meat. It was like, I don't know what I think I don't know if it's pork, I don't really know. It was pink in colour. And you just have a slice of it and great in toasted sandwiches. I might get some on the way home, see if it's still good. It's probably not.
Yeah. Did that have a key?
I don't know if it did. No, it didn't. It was just a tin opener job.
So I'm going to have a look. I'll
Okay.
describe it for the listeners and viewers. Remember, this is audio and video.
So there's a key attached to the side of the can,
Oh, I see. That's weird.
right? And then you basically attach it to the side bit.
And then twist it round.
Yeah, it twists. Look.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Oh, you like that, do you?
It looks fun.
Yeah, but it always breaks.
Oh, does it?
Not
Well, this
always.
guy's doing it.
Yeah,
He smashed it.
but isn't it time this stopped?
Nah, it's fine if people like it, but your dad doesn't like it.
Well, not if you haven't got the key.
But can you not get corned beef that doesn't have that, like a different company or whatever? Different
well,
brand?
only in slices, like Robbie said.
Well, no, like isn't there just another tin that you can open normally?
Look at it.
Isn't there like Sainsbury's own brand?
Have you ever eaten corned beef?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's really good.
At this point, I would like to announce that we're launching the Patreon next week, and I think for some bonus content, if we get a number that I think is enough people to sign up on the first week, we're going to release a video of Bilal eating a whole tin of corned beef live on the show.
No, this isn't that kind of podcast. This isn't what people want.
I want to see it.
I want to see it. Okay, so Bilal, what's your problem?
So that's the key. Is
You
the
think
issue.
it's fine?
Well, I think surely there's another corned beef, or why don't you
The
get
slices
your
isn't enough.
You get some slices for him.
He doesn't want slices. Isn't enough if you need a whole
Horrible
tin
son.
of
I
it.
see what you mean, yeah. Well, I think he's going to have to stick with a key. I don't think there's a solution there. I
Can't you
think-
just have a key and keep it?
Listen, we can put people on the moon, but yet we can't open a tin of corned beef without the key.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We
what's your
haven't
problem?
put anyone on the moon for ages,
No,
though.
yeah.
I don't know. When was the last time?
70s?
Why?
Great question. Because I think it's just quite expensive and
But all these like mad
Yeah.
people like Elon Musk, surely one of them wants to be like, I want to have a go at it, and they've got the money. Just go.
yeah,
You're friends
probably.
with like KSI and Logan Paul.
No.
You can arrange.
But yeah. no, man,
Do you
no.
know Shatner?
What? Shatner. Yeah, I know Shatner. I've been Shats.
My
What's
thing is that I thought since we've got you today, very lucky to have you. Nice colour watch, by the way.
Thank
And
you.
lovely Yardak t-shirt.
Thank you on both compliments.
I'm kind of in a weird position between like I don't know how much to sort of gig live comedy and do online stuff because I can see that basically with stand up the fees haven't gone up for
Ever.
20 years ever, right? So the money isn't amazing.
And can I just say on this point, I did a gig the other day, and it was there was 300 people in the gig, and I was getting less than £1 a person.
No,
That's
yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, we've had to move it to a bigger room because like normally we only get like 180. Like, well,
Fees
how
go up
about
then.
you
Yeah.
give us all some more money?
Yeah.
No, you won't find. Obviously,
But if you say that, then you're not
there
getting
are
more gigs.
some. There
Yeah.
are many excellent promoters, but there's a lot that just they don't care. So like, there's that, and there's like, and I got married this last year, and like,
Why are you bringing
it's
that up
like
again?
why
are you bringing that up
he's
again?
going through a divorce. I'm not allowed to talk. So I want a base of like online.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to put a lot of work into my own Patreon and stuff like that. And it's like I don't know. I guess just advice and what's your.
Yeah.
So you're very good at all that.
In terms of like comedy, that I think people have said, "Do you want to do stand up?" Well, you should do stand up, and I was going, "No, I'd hate it. I'd be dreadful at it, and I don't want to work evenings because I like going to bed about 8:30, 9 maybe."
Do
showing
you?
Off. I'm rarely up.
It's
after
because you're up
10.
at 6 to get on the train.
I'm up.
I want to get here early.
Really? So how early do you get up?
This morning. I was up. I reckon 4:45.
Whoa.
Whoa! What?
Not consciously. I just wake up. So, but I stayed up fairly late last night. I reckon I slept to nearly 10. Yeah. But the thing is, because I've got kids, you want to wake up before them because then it's not like everyone goes, "Oh, kids wake you up." If you go to bed early, they don't. And then you're like, "I've done all this stuff before you got up." Have that, kids.
Whoa.
Yeah, get on their timeline.
Yeah, so
You're gonna have them.
But I quite like the morning. I quite like the morning stuff, doing stuff in the morning anyway. I'm quite a morning person, so I generally stop working by about 3 p.m. And I mean, work is all relative, isn't it? So, but in terms of what was the question? I've forgotten. It was
Like just about what
Doing
How to
online
know
things.
what stuff to.
how to grow an
Prioritize
audience, I guess.
I think just
Don't ask
keeping doing stuff and seeing what you enjoy. Like I'm very much sort of I'm trying to design a life, if you will. Like I've been doing travel-y things a bit, and part of that. Well, I love going skiing, but it's quite expensive to go skiing. So I thought if I make videos when I go skiing and put loads of effort into them, then maybe one day I'll get free ski trips. And this year I've got a free ski trip for the first time ever.
Congratulations.
To do like a press
I've
trip.
done exactly that. I like going on podcasts. No one invites me, so I started my own, and here we are.
Perfect. So that I guess just keeping doing stuff, and I think people, not about you, but in general, a lot of people message me and go, "I've tried this, but it's not having a success." And I look at them; they've done four videos or something like that. I think if you wanted to be like a doctor and that was your dream, that's going to take you like 8 years or however long it takes to do medical school. So you've got to expect it's going to take a while.
That's such a good way of putting it.
To do this.
You quitter.
So I say just so I don't know. I just think just do stuff, see what you enjoy, see what people that watch your stuff enjoy. But then this is coming on to my problem. Can I segue into my problem?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
So my problem is that I've never really cared about views and stuff like that. And I genuinely didn't. If I did a video and it got 10,000 views or 1,000 views a while ago, I wouldn't.
You can get 10,000 views on something.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not you.
So I would be like,
that high.
at those times I'd have been going, oh God, I wouldn't be bothered like that because it doesn't reflect the quality. Like it doesn't matter how good the video is. It just happens to have resonated with people, sort of things. But then now it's become my job doing YouTube. You kind of have to care because if you're making money from brand deals, they will look at what your last videos have got, and they'll also look at fluctuation. So I'll do some things that I just like that I know won't get a lot of views, and then there are things that I'm not that into. Like if I go with one of the guys from Happy Hour and eat some food, like a good food, like the best kebab or something, I know it'll probably get 30,000 views and someone will be happy. The brand will be happy, sort of thing. But it's not necessarily what I want to do all the time. So it's quite hard. So my problem is I thought this year I'm going to try and focus on making this a proper job rather than just this doing little bits here and there. So I'm going to try and do things that get views. So in the winter, that's skiing things.
Yeah.
That's good. But I don't know what to do in the summer because the skiing things do a lot of the heavy lifting of views on my channel.
Oh, right.
So I need something to do in the summer.
Indoor
Water skiing.
Indoor skiing in Dubai.
Okay. I don't know if I can stretch a whole summer out of that. I could go to Chile. You can ski in Chile.
Can you?
But I don't know if I can go to Chile. It seems expensive.
I don't think it always has to be. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze again. Sorry.
What's happened?
Too much heel. I've overloaded. Have you never had the heel sneezes?
I
Heel
don't get the
overdose.
heel sneezes, no.
Yeah.
So no, but could you not apply the same model? Like you started doing the skiing thing because it was something that you liked. So is there something that you would quite like to blag?
I don't know what else I like.
Have you-
Like Ibiza?
I've never been. I don't think I do though.
Do you, this isn't like a summary thing, but like the video I saw, you've got a video where you watched the Champions League final 5 years ago, I think, and you did all Egyptian food for Mo Salah.
Yeah.
I think you seem like you're quite good at cooking.
I'm all
Have
right.
you done any like recipe type videos or that sort of thing?
I've done little bits, but I think you kind of have to. I think I need to be more focused. I think if I do like you either sort of cooking channel or something else, I don't know if I need to do more like. I think what I'm thinking is like experiences or just doing more stuff.
Yeah.
Well, what about the hook is as you said you're 45, right?
46 now.
46, right?
Yeah.
So as you approach your 50s, there's a few years of mileage in it.
Yep.
I want to just try and do old dog new tricks. I want to do as many new things as I can.
Yeah.
And so I want to like try and have some more experiences.
I think just doing
Just like
stuff
couch
might
it
be
in
the
a kind
answer.
of, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I can learn like, what's the summer thing? Stand-up paddleboarding. That looks nice.
Right.
You see them floating around.
So I just got back from South Africa.
yeah.
And I thought I looked like the kind of guy that would be good at surfing. So I had a surf lesson and I was absolutely dreadful at it.
I think it's supposed to be really hard
It's
surfing.
really hard.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's just like, oh, if I'd have started that younger, I'd be good at it. So it's a challenge that
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't know. But
Yeah. So maybe that's it. Maybe I just do stuff. And I like people, I like informative things. There's a YouTuber called Stump Peg. She's a football YouTuber thing. And she does like quite informative videos. So she'll go to a game and then talk about the history of something like that. So maybe I can do that.
Mm.
God, it's quite useful, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
She's
good.
just talking things out here.
yeah,
Can I
that's
come
what
every
it's
week.
about. Yeah, you
I've got
can if you
problems.
want. But also, because you brewed your own beer.
Yeah, I've
Still
sort of,
doing
I don't really
that?
do, not
really
very
do?
much now
No.
because I've just got too much other stuff.
You
I
still
mean-
grown vegetables?
I'm not currently due to the winter, but I will be. Yeah,
Barbecue in
Yeah.
videos.
I don't know. I think you need to think thumbnail and title for all this. You need to think
Barbecue.
what's it going to
Inc.
look like. What's the title? I made the. So I've done
Robbie
barbecue.
knocks it up.
I've done barbecue videos where I've called it like
Like knock it
the
up.
most unhealthy meal in the world. That's like this big thing called a fatty. That's some American barbecue thing. It's basically like sausage meat, bacon, and in the middle it's more bacon and cheese, and it's like a big missile of meat with barbecue sauce over it. So I've done
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
in the past, but I think it's got to be like new things. I guess.
Yeah.
Americans
Do more
great.
stuff maybe.
Do more stuff.
I saw an episode of Man vs. Food
Yeah.
where it was it was a stupid big burger thing, but the actual burger buns themselves were cheese toasties.
I would
That's
eat that.
that's great, isn't it? That's just pushing the boundaries.
You know what we were saying about like having you can do what you want as an adult.
Yeah.
That's my tea. I'm gonna
I'm
make
going to
that.
do it tonight. Yeah.
I feel sick. I don't think I could eat that much.
You know those like experience day things?
What, like the things that
You can buy vouchers for
Yeah.
like maybe you just like go through all of them and rank them from best to
hot
worst.
air ballooning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I like that. That's all good.
Okay.
But what's the thumbnail and title?
I don't know. That's your genre.
See, that's the issue.
Yeah,
You got
that's
one
your
back
See,
backlash.
I don't think about that
This
stuff.
is like
No,
what I was
you
saying
need
about
to do
last
it
week
to
about
that,
Channel
you've got
4.
to.
That's how Channel 4 come up with all their programs. They just come up with a title.
Well,
and then work
yeah,
backwards.
but that's what you kind of got to do. Like when I go skiing with friends, they'll go, "Where do you want to go?" I go, "I don't care where we go, as long as it's got the biggest ski resort in the world. I ski the longest
I've
black
got
run in
it.
the world. That sort of stuff."
I think people probably do these, but maybe from your own
I
perspective.
just do it again. Yeah,
Water slides.
water slides would be good.
There's a lot of water slides around the world.
I went, but then I think I'd be too scared to do the
Well,
big
that's great,
ones.
though.
I'd be terrified.
I went to the biggest water park in the world. That sort of stuff.
I have
in
an
Europe,
idea.
in Britain.
Car park.
I
In
have
Europe.
I have quite a cool idea. I don't know if you know about this. You've got two beautiful cats.
Yeah,
Now, do they go out of the house
Yes.
and do their little adventures?
yeah. They just tend to bring back dead things all the time.
Have you ever
A camera on them.
considered, little GoPro camera?
No, but maybe I should. They haven't got-
People have a look on YouTube. It's
Alright.
amazing because you see. Obviously, you wouldn't include them like killing a bird if that's what happens.
wouldn't
But
they?
just having,
Yeah.
just seeing it from their perspective and stuff is really cool because you see them like run up a tree so
I think
far.
my cat's going to go nuts if I try and put a camera on them. I can try. Is it just a GoPro people use, or is it
It's-
special? Can you get like cat cam?
I don't know. It attaches to a collar, so that's
Be
it.
good.
It'd be a great
All right.
video.
I'm going to
And
investigate
I'll
this.
attach one to my dog, and then my dog will chase. No, I haven't even got a dog. I was just trying to.
Good to have to, a lot of effort to get a camera of your dog and take it to Norwich.
But I think that stuff's fascinating. Like my mum's
And get a
cat
dog.
goes like, we don't know how far she goes, and you don't know if
Yeah.
they're going into other people's houses and stuff.
Yeah.
And eating food there. Like I think it's fascinating.
What if it comes back with something like bad on the camera?
Oh,
Your
well,
neighbour-
like it's
like
gone
your
in
neighbour
someone's
getting
house and
changed
seen
or
like,
something. Yeah.
like or seen an
Well, you're not
affair.
live streaming it.
No, I know, but
Could-
you still got. What if it's
You,
like?
you can talk about it. You don't have to say who.
You could say I got my naked neighbour.
Yeah, but what if they've like got like kids or something, and your cat's just suddenly brought back like videos of inappropriate videos of kids? You know what I mean? It's
Delete
like,
it.
Yeah, I know, but then you've got your
Delete
cat's,
the YouTube channel.
your cat's dealing in child porn, basically. Like, what you can do is...
Or what if the cat witnesses a murder?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's great.
Well, that is good.
That's a good idea.
What if the
for
cat's
like a-
involved, though, and you've got to decide whether or not to turn your cat into the police?
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
I'm just saying there's potential downsides.
If I'd done a
Sure.
murder, hypothetically, would you turn me in?
Nah.
No, okay, cool.
What would the reward be? Like £6? No.
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. Well, it's a shame. Yeah, 'cause I've wanted to do something like that.
I might look into it. They must be able to get a cat camera sort of thing.
There's a
isn't
bunch of YouTube channels that do it.
there? All right.
I don't know of any British people that do it.
Okay. I'll try and camera up my cat and see if it
Oh, it
likes
would
it.
be such a good video.
All right. I'm on
So,
it.
Robbie, you've always got so many things going on. You've got the podcast,
Got too much
YouTube
stuff.
and stuff.
Yeah.
What would you like to tell the viewers and listeners about?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they can just Google things if
You've
they want.
got a
They're clever.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, I think I have.
Is that?
I don't
Is that
use it.
useful? Right, you don't use it at all.
I just forget I have a LinkedIn. Every now and then I
Right.
go and update it, like after 4 years.
I wasn't sure if it was useful in any
No,
way. 'Cause
but
I
some
don't
people
have
do.
one.
Some like, YouTubers do use LinkedIn and stuff if they do sort of corporate things. I don't use it really.
Well, don't look at his LinkedIn, but you can.
Yeah, okay,
check
that
out
could be the thing. Hit me up on
podcast,
LinkedIn. I won't check for a year.
Moon
but then I
Underwater
go on-
podcast about pubs.
Yeah, Moon Underwater Happy Hour podcast.
Hour.
is-
Do you still do Twitch?
I forget to do it.
Yeah.
Like I did during lockdown. Did a lot of
'Cause you,
Football Manager.
You have a schedule on there, and I think it says you're meant to be streaming now.
Yeah, I try and stream 4 times a week, but I've missed the last 500.
It's hard. It's hard, but especially if you're doing the YouTube stuff as well. Like, it's a
Yeah.
lot of work.
And you think you'll do it. You think, I'll just do this all the time. Because I don't know when I'm doing stuff. Like, I don't know when I'm doing Happy Hour. I don't know when I'm doing Moon Underwater. I know beforehand, but I don't know. It's not a regular day. So it's hard to go, I'm going to stream on this time and this day.
Sure, and you've got a family and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like our audience are all like, take. They never give anything back. So if you've got any ideas for what Robbie can do in the summer on his YouTube channel, please get in touch and we will pass it on.
Please do.
Pass it on.
Or
Don't
you can get in touch with him
contact him
directly.
direct. No,
Yeah,
he
you
doesn't
can
want to hear direct.
contact
I don't mind,
him
I'll talk to people. I'm all right.
on Instagram.
I use
And
Instagram.
Check out his YouTube channel.
Yep.
But that's all we've really got time for.
Well, thank
So
you. I've had a
thanks
really
for
nice
coming on.
time. Thank you
It's
for having
been
me. We tried to
lovely.
organise it for ages. It's been really lovely.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thank you
Pleasure.
very much.
And don't forget to check out the Patreon that's launching hopefully right now.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe there'll be
Maybe.
a thing
Or
in the
next week.
bio,
Who knows?
maybe, or
Who
it'll be
knows?
here soon.
But also don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe, and actually do it. Don't just
I'm
go,
going on
he
tour.
says that all the time. Bilal's going on tour.
going on tour around the UK and Dublin.
Is it really
Amazing.
hard and take ages to rate a podcast?
No, it's so easy, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, you
Wow.
wouldn't believe it. But yeah,
You should do that then.
people don't even do it.
Oh, that was good. That was great. Bye.